All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Beastars Season 3, Episode 12.
Legoshi.
You're on the trail of Melon.
Yes. You found his tattoo parlor that he likes to go to with a
very helpful sloth.
A sloth that also is putting people in the hospital, too.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you might be moving real slow, sloth, but also, your response to the blood coming out and the screams and the violent shakes and all that.
Yeah, that was a lot of blood.
It's a bit delayed. You're still good enough that you can still turn out beautifully crisp tattoos.
Yeah, those are actually pretty solid tattoos.
Which is real impressive.
Especially considering how much blood was probably
and
coming
all the,
out.
Shaking and, all that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But we learned a decent bit about Melon as well. He's currently suffering from certain, sensory disorders as well that are screwing with his ability to experience taste, even experience maybe even any form of pleasure.
Sure.
But then we definitely see that pain is something that
works.
gives him a rise of some kind.
Kinky. Okay.
That's for sure.
Yep.
But yes, he is turning into a leopard. He is actively trying to hide that though with the tattoos.
Cool.
Which okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But that's got to be its own thing that might inform. Obviously, it's exactly like Legoshi's mom,
right?
But a little bit more as to why he's doing what he's doing.
But in other news, Louis, maybe brush up on those acting skills and disguise skills because
work with another person that's less known. Just in general.
that helped too.
That helped quite a bit.
Yeah.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, was this the final episode of part 1?
Maybe.
Oh, that could be it. It's him observing. Any more dead bodies? Oh my gosh, he's literally just telling everything.
Yep. Possibly.
Cool. Shadow in the background, yeah.
No, he is.
The what?
So much info.
Yeah, this is
Melon has no idea what an information leak he has.
I mean, this is so egregiously past the point that Melon's there.
Yep.
It's almost like...
yeah.
It's almost like it's potentially
seeded
seeded, a little bit.
He's like, watch, only a high schooler would be dumb enough to fall for this.
Right. Above her pay grade, yes.
Yeah.
Louis, you fucking sadist. You absolute...
He is an absolute masochist.
Yeah.
Alternatively, take the elevator up to the 38th floor.
Walk at least the rest of the way.
Yeah.
No, that's probably what he did.
Oh, sure.
Because he was on the 53rd floor.
Yeah. It was a very engrossing poker game.
Oh, shoot. So he has to go through the police station. Brother. Wait! Japan! Look!
We can't show our characters doing this. Even Louis is like a grown-ass adult by this point.
I can't believe it.
That is hilarious.
Bro, you gotta go fast. You're way too chill about this.
No.
You know that elevator
the cop is gonna be in the elevator.
Yep.
And he'll be like, hey. Oh, hi. Oh my god.
No way. Is he searching now?
This boy.
Yeah. What did you expect would happen?
Wait. No. You should have just been like, oh, hi. You should have tried to
just
pass
confidence.
it off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You gonna go out the window? Are you kidding me?
And the fact that there's a window that big just leading to a 100-floor drop.
Is there a vent or something? Oh yeah, there's a vent. Yeah. And so he dumped his antlers in here. Oh, so he thinks that maybe he went out the door once he came
nice,
through.
Nice, yeah.
Go back down the shaft to be like, sorry, pulls
He
it
grabs
back
the antler, pulls him back up.
去年演劇部では大変な事件がいくつもありました
You might be understating and downplaying what happened.
Yeah.
愛のために命を捧げることが
Why is that a problem?
死にたくはあり
Why
ま
are you
せん
asking the herbivore that?
Well, because they're the ones that threat.
気持ちを台本にしたら
Yeah.
Sure.
演劇部の新しい代表
Yeah.
が欲しいと思っている
Make the actual
Yeah.
thing that you're doing the focus point of the play. I mean, you have to make a whole new story, but
Yeah, that will be difficult.
なんかさっき飲んだぜ元気100倍やあれ
are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
なんだ
Well, this is a nightmare.
This is like all the worst possible things that could happen.
Well. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, you got
break
the
his
leg,
break
yeah.
his fangs on the leg. Yeah.
He's still way stronger than you.
Maybe you'll survive.
This is why he
the
brought a
elevator
gun.
ride. Yeah, you don't have like a taser on you or some kind of a stun. Okay,
Oh shit.
good.
Okay.
の中で草食獣を食おうとはいい度胸だな
Careful, yeah. Your leg is still.
Yeah.
あなたがビースターで
I'm
す
a little rattled, but that is you are who I was wanting to see.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He is strong.
Did he just do that?
Yeah.
He doesn't have claws or anything. Like
That is okay. That was legit awesome.
ギネスは危険な飲み物ですこの警備員さんも常用し
Yeah.
ていたようです
Case in point. Here we go.
Oh, he's waking up. He's waking up.
この問題を根本から解決できますよねお願いし
He's waking up. God damn it.
I mean, good thing there's cameras in this building.
Oh,
Yeah, okay,
oh, good,
all right.
good. Actual like consequences.
Oh shit! Is the
Oh,
idol
oh,
gonna be
well.
mauled?
This is. I mean, yeah. He just
Oh.
grab. Oh, okay,
right.
good. Actual.
Wait, the cops are helping?
Wait, no, this is actually amazing. There's cameras and
キネ
reporters.
スを飲んだんですキネス
Okay, Louis.
を求める獣に表変したのです
Oh yeah. Turn
There
the
we go.
cameras.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
With the
Cue the
missing
scenery.
antler and
The
everything.
drama king is here.
Yeah.
の触殺事件にこのキネスが関わっています
What was that she said about like staying, subtle and?
飲まれ続けている
役者ね
キネスは麻薬です
あら
And drugs are bad.
今から全てご説明します
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
やべえな
Oh, the YouTuber
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at the top there. That's funny.
綺麗なもの見たいんだな
Oh, that's adorable. The way he has to wear the headphones.
Upside down, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also why he was slow at typing, because, doing it with one hand.
Uh-huh.
これを見ろ暴落だイヌスを製造している飲料メーカーは
Oh.
イヌスの危険性を喚起するためにわざと肉食獣に自分を襲わせたとまで言われてるんだ
Like his corporate sabotage specifically.
Yeah.
Sure.
待って見過ごせと
やり方の話をしている
Sure, the methods.
がどう思われるかお前は何も考えなかったのか
No, he really didn't. Like, he was just tunnel visioned
He
on this thing
absolutely
here.
did not.
So he's pretty innocent in that regard.
的なのか
Actually,
まさか
Maybe?
女が嫌いなのか
well, that's a whole other
Okay,
theory there.
listen. Yeah, you're really changing the subject.
角に50万義足に250万これだけですでに
Is he counting, like, how much time he's standing on the leg? What was that?
オンズ財閥の跡取りであることを忘れるな。
Maybe just helping himself do the mental math.
はるちゃんが隣にいたらそういえば701号室のあいつらと海水浴したことないや
Oh,
Yeah.
一緒に泳ぎたいな
yeah, wouldn't that be great?
なんだかんだ楽しくやってこれたんだなみんなのおかげで
The near-death experience is finally setting in.
会社を求めて死神の雫を見て
Like if this is a spot he comes to mentally just relax and focus.
メロンの葉っぱのた
Because he's not the actual spot, he's just nearby it.
Right, right.
かなでもきっと綺麗なんだろうな
Oh, like wishing to go swim and be free,
Sure.
but he can't, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take the
Sure.
shirt off and yeah.
That makes sense.
そしたらきっとメロンも分かっ
What?
What?
そうなんです。まるで暗闇にいるようで。孤独なん
He gave him a script and everything?
そうなんです。誰も僕をわか
Uh-huh.
とか言ってるって思ってた。ねえ君、僕の理解者になってくれますか
The way he's taunting him like this.
Uh-huh. After he just shot part of his ear off.
Uh-huh.
信じてくれた狼くんを信じきれずに
Oh god, they're all here too. Just
Uh-huh.
たのです。バーン。
Unless they decide that, you know, Melon's not worth it.
俺って病的に耳が良くてさ、君につけられてんのき
Ah, yeah, yeah. You're not so subtle.
のには驚いたけど。
right, right. It's like, huh, you lived.
Yeah. This is my favorite spot for dumping bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
Is-
Yeah, he had the lions, I guess, tie him up and... Is that a weight attached to the...
I think so.
Chair? Oh my god.
Although, I don't know. I feel like
俺は話したくて。
don't you know I'm crazy?
ただ俺は君のためにって。笑える最高。
No, this is good. Legoshi needs to, like...
本当に優しい世界で生
Right, what a wonderful world you must
Yep,
live
yep.
in.
きろいんだよ。希望にあふれたやつが絶望す。
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
死んでよ。怖いね。
It's okay. I was given the
Exactly.
that will save me just in the nick of time.
Well, and also, I don't know if he's actually tied to the chair.
I think he is. I think he's... Just like that.
Yep. So how you doing, Legoshi? Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
もう別れちゃえばいいじゃんそうかもね
no.
そこ。うるさいぞ。
すみません
You got to be kidding me!
Oh my god.
I can't!
This show,
不快な感情が生まれてしまったんだ。
it stacks things up so much.
I mean, it makes sense that he would be like a psychology professor or something like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Totally.
There's only so much time you can spend being a therapist for people that you kill.
Well,
you know?
sure. I was just gonna say that I'm guessing he has some kind of education that
Yeah.
puts him into the position where people see him as this respected
Right, right.
therapist with
Yep.
regards to...
And he just always
you know.
seems to have a cold, you know?
Legoshi, do you get it now?
Like, it's so over the top that it's becoming funny. Like,
It is becoming
like,
a little funny.
Like, yes, of course. And now he gets killed again. But, you know, this mobster that'll cut the head off of an elephant won't just, like, cap him in the head, you know?
Well, yeah, so I guess part of it, and this is where the nuance can come later, is that there's probably a part of Melon that is like, it would be boring to kill him. That's why he's like, I want you to break. And it's because this guy is so weird, but he's probably a part of him that's like, but what if he survives this? Like,
No, right, but he keeps saying, like, I'm surprised that you survived. Like,
yeah.
You know.
No, I know. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
All right,
All
so-
right, Legoshi.
Legoshi.
You
Literally
dumb
just 2
ass.
episodes.
We
I-
have been trying to just speak to you through the screen, but you have to learn, I guess, the hard way.
Except he's not going to, because he's going to get out of this, and he'll be...
Well, right, because the
Like-
most obvious setup of the hey, if you're ever in the ocean and you're in trouble, just say
Right.
within 48 hours, he's immediately drowning in the ocean. I wonder how he's gonna get out of this.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he doesn't have anything on his body that's good at, I don't know, getting through ropes. Because that would really suck if he had, some kind of, I don't know, sharp instruments.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know, teeth or claws.
How
or...
can he? How could he reach these with his teeth? No,
Yeah,
no,
okay,
no.
fair,
he
fair.
literally could not get out of this if not
Yeah.
for our, sea mammal Deus Ex Machina
Yep.
thing that they set up just because I meme on this show because it has a lot of we're gonna have really intense drama scares.
Yep.
And the setup for it is very thin. We are just getting through it here. And then the reason why Legoshi doesn't get killed before he gets drowned here, despite they're probably not setting up some kind of suicide note or any kind of stuff in there that makes this look anything other than a murder.
Yeah, the most emotionally evocative part of this was then Haru looking at the pictures. It was, at least for me, it was not anything really about the actual encounter with him, right?
Right. I just couldn't believe that we were here and that this was happening and that Melon was like, yeah, I'm drinking this in. I love this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it's the, okay, so this is more characterization for Melon. Legoshi has to somehow not die when he should have gotten killed.
Right. Well, yeah, we don't even know how he survived the previous time, but regardless. And so the idea that Melon was like, I was trying to kill you back then, I was able to peg the fact that you are, because of this whole perceived connection that you have with me, you are not actually scared the way that you should be. And so I shot you before because it's like, hey, you scared now? You're going to die, right? Now I'm going to push you out onto the dance floor.
And it could be fun for them to get into that a little bit, where there's an aspect of Melon being scared of the aspect that this guy is not scared of him, but also wants to connect with him, and thus is not actually doing the boring, simple version of just bop in the head.
Right.
He's leaving him a way out because he subconsciously wants Legoshi to get out. That is usually one of the only ways that I believe this type of villain who does the most Bond villain kind of kills, where they go, now die, and then I walk into the other room and let you get away.
And the thing is, it seemed like they were maybe setting something like that up with the whole, he used a really small caliber bullet. That's that's not a lots of people would survive a shot from a bullet like that. But except they had him specifically confirm that he did intend for him to die there. So
it's I'm surprised you survived.
Right.
So again, part of the issue with Melon as a character is that he's also not mentally well.
Right.
So we can't take also everything he says at face value, because one of the most common things about someone like Melon is he's also probably lying to himself. He is doing a performance in the same way in which Louis was like, wait, I know exactly how to do this.
Yeah.
Struts down the stairs, gives the most dramatic,
give me the spotlight. Here's the fantastic labeling
Objection,
that I put on the back of the envelope beforehand. You know? Yeah.
I love.
I'll post with the picture.
I love that aspect of Beastars so much, and that the characters
They ham it
themselves
up.
are giving performances that are hammed up to the umpteenth degree.
Right.
The setup for which all this again just works so well almost makes it funny that then Legoshi's adoptive father goes, yeah, it almost made people feel like there's a theory that you set this whole thing up because of how convenient it was to have you go to the cops trying to talk to the Beastar about there being a Keenest drug thing, which, okay, we'll talk about that later, but then this cop that has and finds you and stops you and sends you back down is the one that happens to have just drank Keenest and then freaks out in that moment because we're not exactly sure what it was that made him right then and there. Maybe it was the I'm alone in an elevator with a herbivore smell and my predator
And he
instinct
just kind of
kicks in.
thinks about it when Louis had just been helpless, showed up. You're presumably in that room by yourself so that you can drink it in private, you know? Right? So you could have just done it there. Now maybe it's there aren't cameras in the elevator or something. You know, I don't know, right?
No, you're right. That is something I didn't even
know.
think about. The idea that
Theoretically, he should have actually.
he could have
attacked
just
him
turned
right
off
there.
his walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
But again, no. But that's the point that's made here is that the Keenest stuff is not being done by conscious decision.
Right. It overtakes.
It actually overtakes them. So it's probably he was with Louis for an amount of time that made his mental defenses be worn down by the Keenest in like.
Sure.
And so it conveniently works out here. But again, we're also
there's a lot
stacking
of heavy lifting.
There's a lot, I would say, that is just because we're telling a fantastical story. There's a lot about Beastars that I just kind of have to like just ignore.
Right.
Because the drama of Legoshi's human, again, his heart, basically. You get what I'm saying here.
Right, his humanity.
Not his humanity, but, you know, yes, exactly. The heart of this boy, this young man, is that he wishes so desperately that he can save people and actually use his strength, what he's been given, in a way that is actually beneficial to those that need it, rather than just being looked at as a predator or someone to be feared.
Right.
Because we've seen multiple times in which he's not helped the situation by his carnivore instincts kicking in.
Sure.
Where he has helped the situation by his carnivore instincts kicking in. And so he's got to wrestle with these two aspects of him. Within him are two wolves, you know?
Yes, he is that meme.
He is literally
personified.
that meme, yes.
Yeah.
But now he's in the world of adults, where one of the pedigreed, kind of established adults in this world is so broken because of the carnivore herbivore disconnect that is within this society. Also, Melon is himself a microcosm of that disconnect, of that incongruency that's not just because of nurture, but also just conflicting natures and all that. But also because of how the society itself is ignorant and does not really want to address things and figure things out.
And he has fully embraced the person that he is now. And so like the elements that this interaction, I guess, basically put forward is that because Legoshi is so naive still, he then has this very foolish belief after he literally got shot by this guy that you already know to have, you know, murdered people and all that stuff. And so he's like, and now I shoot you and I'm going to kill you too.
Maybe he's not such a bad guy, though.
Maybe he's not such a bad guy. That in and of itself is a big hurdle for us to get past. I know that Legoshi has a kind heart that can easily be manipulated. But the dude literally just, you know, you should be dead right now. And we didn't really explain how you're not. But, you know, okay. So now he goes and he's going to find the guy again. And the idea that this guy's like, all right, I didn't somehow Legoshi survived.
The weight basically stacks on either the narrative or Melon, basically. And so I tend to put things on Melon, but that to me just lowers his interest as a character.
Exactly. There's issues with it. The idea that he would do something like this because he's like, well, shit, okay,
he did take the bait, dumbass.
Well, right. He didn't die. Yaya got him out or whatever. Now it's harder to get to him. Okay, I'll show up in a truck and say, hey, kid, want some candy? You know, and then kill him that way, right? All right, cool. And it works because Legoshi is really naive and dumb.
Really stupid.
Really stupid.
No survival instincts.
No survival instincts whatsoever. No. Doesn't tell anybody about this. Doesn't like literally Yaya was just helping you hunt this guy. I get that you want to talk to him, but like... And also, by the way, this guy has thwarted Yaya every time that Yaya's gone after him, and it's been a trap.
There's an element of where when characters are self-sacrificial to a degree that is what the story wants to be the defining characteristic of what makes them a hero, part of what makes those narratives so fun is not really the consequences that happen to them because of this.
It's the consequences to everybody else.
It's the consequence to everybody else. Because usually what happens is that the self-sacrificing hero is like, well, that's what I intended. I'm willing to die to save another person. Great. You know what? If the story basically wants to avoid having that actual consequence happen to you, then we have to find the consequences happening somewhere
Right.
else in order for it to feel earned. Because otherwise, then you're not actually sacrificing anything. It's kind of like the god of this world is somehow just positioning things in such a way so that you conveniently don't suffer consequences.
And so this
now
is-
that can still happen later, but we're choosing to go this way right now.
Right. And the thing is that they're both leaning into it and decrying it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because Legoshi, and I like this, he's still not scared of Melon in this moment. He's
like that.
confused. He's
Yeah.
like, why? I'm wanting to talk to you, right? I'm not trying to be a threat to you or whatever. And Melon's like, don't care, dude, right? Now, so the thing is that there's a part of that is a bit tainted by the fact that I know that nothing bad is going to permanently happen to Legoshi because he should have died 2 episodes ago and he didn't, and he's not going to die here. And so the fact that we're having it happen twice in a row, I have to beg the question of why. I get that it's the Melon will still choose to do this, but why are we basically trying to be baited with the tension of this when we know it's not going to happen?
Because it sells more manga. It's
Sure, but on top of that, we didn't even get a point where he did get to talk to him for a little bit and he realizes, no, don't you get it? You
No,
understand?
that will happen later. The
Sure.
idea is that right now he needs to feel his lungs about to burst as he tries to go blah 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 blah.
Right, so that he can then be saved.
Which again, this is one of those instances where I want to contrast this with a very cool different scene of someone narrowly surviving what should have been potentially a death by Melon in Louis going back to the Shishigumi, and then Melon conveniently showing up in time to actually find Louis, and he does actually realize that Louis was there or is currently there, ends up stabbing one of the Shishigumi with a fork, threatening to kill him. And all that consequence and that tension in the scene felt palpable because we saw that, one, Melon was willing to do this.
Sure.
But two, was actually doing it. And we saw the consequences be one where then the Shishigumi all leaned in even more together to make this work. The incredible acting of the storytelling to try and be like, this is what was actually going on, and I devoured and all that.
We
and
know Louis is going to be fine. We don't know about them.
Well, right, but the reason why they're doing this being because of the established characterization, what we've got over the course of the series. Then having Louis have to deal with the guilt of shit, because I'm kind of being so reckless here. Other people are suffering for this.
The next head in the box might be his.
Right. Now, the story is teasing us that this could be a problem in the immediate to near future
for Haru,
because Haru happens to be the student in his class.
Right.
Which, again, that is something that has not happened yet, but it could happen in the future. But so again, I'd like to move on from this because we've said our piece. You guys get what we're coming from here, unless you have something that's new dimension to this.
Specifically about the deal with Haru. The idea of him being a danger for Haru, on the one hand, I like it. Okay. But on the other hand, it does feel like it's a potential avenue for Legoshi to not have actually learned his lesson in that I can't trust this guy and he's dangerous, and for it to more just be now he's being dangerous to someone like Haru, where now it forces me to action rather than...
I honestly don't, at this point, I need to be so completely resold on Legoshi's characterization stuff for what's going on with him. I understand that there's a really cool parallel potential with not Legoshi himself, but Legoshi's mother, in that what he really needs is someone to just be there for him.
Right.
That is true. That is actually probably what Melon needs, but I'd say it's more accurate to say it's what Melon needed at a point in the past.
That's why he knows to leave it as a message. Yeah.
So, Legoshi, I think at a certain point here, this is going to hit you that your carnivore instincts, your carnivore strength and power, if you will have to be turned to stop Melon at some point.
Right. There will be a point
if
where you wish you had
if
those
you are
friends.
afraid of addressing that, I'd love to see that internal stuff there. That's going to be very fun.
Yes.
So
For now,
so
blah, blah,
for
blah.
now, give your little message to the sea creatures so that you can, not suffer any consequences again. And at the very least, tell someone else what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Because, I understand he's the main character, and that's why we're telling this story here. It's because he's going to be the one to get through this and all that.
Sure. But we're past the fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah, exactly.
This, fool me thrice, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we'll just, not feel like there's any stakes for,
Right. Yeah.
But hey, I do want Melon to be a real threat in the story.
Sure.
So if you want this to be Legoshi has plot armor, so, he's not, an issue here. But then within like 1 to 3 episodes, Melon is absolutely decimating and ruining other characters without plot armor. Great.
I want
threatening
him to,
or potentially actually being a problem for characters that are, seemingly protected, but are, the ones we literally expect to die, like the older guys in the story right now.
Have him eat someone on screen.
I think that's not off the table pretty soon.
Because this guy is truly unhinged.
Yes.
So let's actually see
why
you need to be scared of someone that is unhinged.
Yes, he's reveling in the suffering and the fear that he instills in other people.
Right.
Again, he wishes he was the Joker.
Give him a Yaya steak.
Or something along the lines of something like that. I feel like, though, I don't understand his brand of violence, because that's where I actually feel like he's not as violent, weirdly. I feel like he's actually much more a mental anguish kind of person because of his own pain and tortured, experiences and stuff.
Everything about how he's been able to stay invisible feels like he's not that violent, but he can be when the situation is, calls for it or whatever.
I need Legoshi to see the cool motive still murder, kind of clip, all right. Yeah. I would also be curious because, this series is coming up on its end. Here's the final season, all this. Because at some point I'll be able to go back and look at the comments of this one.
Sure.
I'm curious what you all were thinking about the stuff that we're seeing at this point in the story.
Yeah.
And where you kind of were able to hand wave it away, or it didn't really matter, or it was something that really bugged you, or whatever. What your thoughts are in general about this? Because that'd be just fun for me to know as like a time capsule.
Yes. Because in a lot of ways,
at least go back and look on.
In a lot of ways, looking back, there were things like this where Legoshi got out of situations that were unrealistic. The Shishigumi having their guns on him as he then becomes overwhelmed with the carnivore instincts, and then he ends up fighting them, and they don't just cap him, right? But because of everything that had been built up to before then, I'm like, sure, I'm buying into it, because it's less about whether or not he's going to be okay, and it's more about what happens. But this feels more like it's trying to tell me it's about if he's going to be okay.
And to me, I guess it's another thing where I'm feeling the weight of Melon's presence in the story. So this is less of this is just a Legoshi thing. This is also a Melon thing as well. And that's where I kind of want to put the weight on Melon as a character, where there is actual other characterization involved here, because he is not just a villain, he is the villain now.
Right.
He is the big bad. We are fully in on Melon being the final problem, the final threat, and he will be dealt with at some point by the end of the story.
Right.
But he will have new light shed on him in between then and now.
Yep.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about the show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.